Hello and welcome to the show. I am back today on Wreckfest, playing around with another mod, a rather interesting mod, because today we are going to take, some of you at least, on a rather big nostalgia trip. Now, I will be honest, the tracks that we're going to play with today are from a game that I've never heard of. It's called Stunts. I say I've never heard of. This came out in 1990. It is perhaps a little bit before my time. However, basically it's like you could build your own circuits. You made up this sort of crazy little stunt tracks and you could go racing around them. So yeah, personally, I have no particular nostalgia for this. However, it is actually quite interesting and pretty bloody well done. So, we're going to go with, let's just grab a B class. You know what, I don't think I've driven the Dominator very much. Let's go with a Dominator. Now, they are quite long circuits. We're going to go 2-lap race. We will have all of that. So I'm going to stick on normal damage because I don't really know what might occur when we're doing this. So, yeah, fingers crossed we might make it to the end of the race. There are 3 tracks, we are only going to do 2 of them. One of them has some loops because, well, this is sort of stunt racing, and the loops translated into beam are a little iffy, and they kind of wreck your own car. So, we're not going to be playing around with the loops. Of course, this is designed to replicate a very, very classic racing game. It is kind of nice. It does also have slightly wonky loading in screens over here. It's kind of slightly strange with the I guess, you know, with the all modern cars racing around what is a very, very cartoony, very old style circuit. Now, bridges are bumpy. I've also got nowhere to go here, so we're just going to push and hope. Oh, there's going to be a car hat from somebody, maybe on me. Oh, there was a car hat for somebody at the front there. I got away relatively damage-free, which is nice. Somebody... you can see there's a bulldog there. Oh, no! You little git! That was very uncalled for. You sneaky bugger. Why would you do that? You've literally just screwed both of us entirely. Now, I'll play this single player. This is the AI. Sometimes there are these like aggressive AI that will try and deliberately wreck you. And sometimes they're just twats. And well, I mean, you've had a quite bad time of things. You might be remembering this. As I said, I have no idea. You might be remembering this circuit. You might be remembering this game as we go around here and jump on cars and try and sneak our way past somebody. Oh, we have a tunnel. I mean, we have got a lot of work to do now. Oh, that's skiddy. That's skiddy indeed. What was that like some? I think I'd actually see all the thing that's like 3% ice. Oh, we've murdered a car. A very little car had a very bad day right there. Took off a good half of its health. Oh, somebody's fallen off. I'll take that position from you. Thank you very much. There's been another very big crash up ahead. Oh, I mean, because of the way that these circuits are mad, you've got really big banking, you've got really big jumps, you've got really big air time going on. So yeah, these circuits are quite chaotic and kind of lend themselves to Wreckfest very well. Go on, squish it! Oh, I didn't make it much worse. Bugger. It lend itself quite nicely to some really, really chaotic racing. I have to say, for what you expect to be what is completely absurd, the AI do a remarkably good job. Are we back on like the no grip stuff? Yeah, possibly. We kind of got bullied before we could really figure out what we were on there. We just got nudged around. Oh, is that the start-finish line? Ah, that's where the start-finish line is. Oops, probably look where I'm going. Oh, I want to land on the flatmobile again. I want to make it work. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Things have got worse for me. Ow. Ow. You know what? I'm just going to reset because I don't know if I can get back up that hill. Ooh, it does look like a bit of the engine has gone through the left-hand sort of fender area. It's not the healthiest of cars. As I said, I left this on normal damage. Figured that's probably a good idea. I mean, the laps around this circuit here are actually very long. Ow, that's a big wheelie. That's a big crashing wheelie. Wow, there we go. Yeah, we can actually see the spark plugs out of the left-hand side of the engine bay. Normally, that's a fairly good sign that something's gone very badly wrong with your car. If you can see bits of the engine poking out of the left. I mean, I guess the driver's side at least is mostly okay. The passenger side is pretty knackered. Not that you'd want to be a passenger. Not that I want to be in the car really racing around here. Let's be honest. I can see the AI off in the distance running away at the front. God damn it. Oh, you're going to be a twat coming back on the circuit. We're going to give you a nudge. You just be a little bit careful going off the track. It will tell you off for corner cutting, tell you to reset, etc. So we won't try and take too many big risks adventuring around the place. As I was saying before we got distracted and bullied and whatnot. No, you plonker. You've just cost us both a load of time. I might have cost them. Nope, they just got going. Fine. You got karmed by a very big muscle car. Good. I'll get the sentence out eventually, or maybe an AI is going to fly you. What I was going to say is the AI is surprisingly competent for what is a very, very mad track. I do, all sorts of different mods for this game that have added all sorts of different styles of track in, some completely ludicrous, completely balmy, and so on. And the AI can... Oh, that's a bad place for a car to be stuck. The AI can really struggle with some of them. They just can't really get around them properly and so on. Around here, they don't... they don't do a terrible job. I mean... They do some spectacular silliness. We try to jump over like a river. Oh, God, that's a very big death for the front of my car. Would be an amazing opportunity for a big crash. A massive car hat could take place there if you were in the right place for it. And that looks... I've got to take that assist. Oh, no. I've got to spin. Nope, come on, Dominator. We're better than that. I'm better than that. Let's not prat around doing silliness there. Bloody hell. That's a lap. They are very long laps. I say I have a general rule. Most of the tracks that I enjoy driving are, much shorter lap events. But this is good fun. It's something different. And while we've had quite the unlucky race here in our being battered by everything sessions, you can have surprisingly good racing with the AI, and it's surprisingly quick, really. You will have to pay attention when you sit in the difficulty of it. It won't be a case that they're all going to crash into the wall. I mean, they're going to crash a lot. There's going to be a lot of... I'm 30 seconds behind the leader at the moment. There's going to be a lot of crashing, but that's the point of Wreckfest, really. And because the circuit's extreme, because, you've got these weird bumps, the other track will go around. I haven't driven this one before. The other circuit will go around. I did a quick test to make sure everything was working and so on. There's some really nasty speed bumps that we'll probably hit. There are a couple around here, but not really driven into... Not driven into them because I've had time to try and avoid... Oh, we're going to go over that way. Yeah, those. Those are nasty speed bumps. You do not want to hit them at any sort of pace because they will just fling your car into the scenery, which is funny when it happens to an AI car. Not so funny when it happens to you. Oh, you spin the wheels going up the hills. This is quite sketchy at times. Oh, we're in the top 10, but I feel like we might be about to get spun. Oh, someone's fallen over. Please don't try and murder me because you'll put us all out of the top 10. I am healthier than your cars, which is something. Healthier than that bulldog-looking thing down there. Uh-oh. Crazy Jump is quite an appropriate name for this circuit. Oh, well, he's having a bad day. Oh, he's off. I've lost positions for it, but it was worth it. You will notice every so often those little parts saying going the wrong way. Oh no, you've murdered us both. You muppet! You're the prime muppet. Muppetus Prime over there. I think you got killed anyway. Engine failure. That's not a warning you ever want to see. When that flashes up on the screen, that's just generally a bad time for everybody. Oh, and now there's fire in the gearbox. That's also not a thing you want to ever have to deal with. Ow. Ow. We're all good. It's okay. That front left corner is... I mean, I can see... Is this turboed? I thought I saw turbo on the engine, on like the head covers. Apparently, it's turboed. Didn't know that. Can't see it. Don't think I can see a turbo, but... To be fair, there's not much engine left in all of that. Oh, we actually got lucky across that bit. We might have bounced quite nicely. Can we do anything about catching up? Is there any possible... I mean, there are a couple of cars around here. Someone might still break their car before the end of this. Right, don't slip and slide too much. I guess... Oh, nope. There we go. I guess that terrain in the original game was just to be unnecessarily mean to cars. Just a random corner. There were a reason for there to be snow and ice and dirt or whatever, but just random corner to make it that little bit more challenging for you. You never know when your car's about to give up on grip. There are crossover points, but the lap's so long and the field's not... You're never really going to hit anybody at a crossover point, I don't think. Because it's such a long way to get from the cross. You can see the leaders actually coming around there. I guess maybe you might be unlucky if you're not paying attention, but I would expect that to be quite a rare occurrence. Up we go towards the final corner. Oh, there is... I say towards the final... This is kind of the final turn. There is a straight section and a few more bumps that we may or may make up time on or lose time on. Slightly worried about the big estate car behind me, of course. Very big, very heavy, could cause us a problem. Oh, the other estate car had a crash. Will anybody try and go across the speed bumps? Nope, he slid his way through that one. I was hoping I could kind of push them onto one if needed, but it wasn't needed. Oh, incoming! Missile! Oh, go, 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 go. Find a gear, don't spin the car as we try and get going. Oh, the estate car spun. Hey! That was here where we spun last time around, which we don't do this attempt. We're 6th. That 6th will be the highest we can get as everyone else has crossed the finish line. That is a look. That is a look at one of the mad circuits from this mod. Now, for the second circuit, again we'll have a little bit of floating. Now, along similar lines, you know, of course, it's going to be along very similar lines here. We've got lots of these like bridges to have to deal with, to have to contend with. Plenty of big drops. I still want to do a proper... Oh, God. Oh, no, don't push me over the edge of the bridge. I don't want to be squished against this side. That side doesn't seem safe, particularly. Do you want to do a big aerial attack on somebody? It would be fun, but that will depend on if we are in the right position at the right time for such a thing to occur. More banked... I mean, this circuit is probably a bit more technical of the two that I've got to play around with here. There are, a few more corners. There's some like sort of big banked corners. Oh, yes, sure. Torpedo. No, don't push me. Oh, god damn you guys. Oh, do I have to go through? I think I have to go through the gate. Otherwise, well, that's twice now. Twice in both of these races, I have been bullied out of a checkpoint. Well, I guess we're going to have to do a recovery drive. I would try and push an AI into one of the buildings, but I feel like that's quite a long way on the circuit. This one, as I said, we got some nasty speed bumps, and I don't remember at what point they are. I'll probably go along minding my own business, and then suddenly we will be upside down. Try not spin the wheels as we land here. Try not bounce the car around. I say too much. It's going to be taking huge whacks on the suspension. Ideally, if you were building a car for this, the things... I can't remember the name of the SUV, the Mud Digger or something. Oh, incoming! Oh, everyone had just got going in time. Damn it. If I had known where the upside down car was, we totally would have tried to land on it. Now, I don't trust you. You were driving like a muppet with all the other... Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have trusted you. I should have gone for a pit maneuver. I ran the risk of losing myself more time. God damn it, we'll let you just bugger off. I think we might be able to accelerate you at least. Your front... My car looks relatively clean, all things considered. My car does look relatively clean. Someone's gone for a big spin off of the track. Yeah, like the big Mud Digger, the big SUVs and so on will probably be a little bit better on the old suspension front. Oh, big flip. That's what the speed bumps do to your car if you get it wrong. Thankfully, we just about had the time to get it right. Oh, small car got murdered behind us. Oh, car on the infield. I was going to try and push an AI car into the stricken vehicle. That's always fun. Oh, maybe not climb over the back of an AI car, though. That's less than fun, really. And clonk on the front, which going to bounce the rear back. Oh, we're still not going fast enough for a proper aerial attack. And then we're back into the banked corners once more. Okay, we've got like 30 seconds to go to the leader. So, it's... If you have a dodgy start, it is not, one lap later you'll be fighting back at the front again, because a few of the AI cars will get round here pretty quickly. Now, not to say that I can't catch back up, because mistakes will be made around this one, especially this circuit. Well, we're just going to go for it as well. Hope for the best. Hope for the best. Come on, come back down, car. Land on the wheels. Oh, for God's sake. Of all the places you could have... There we go. You're stuck upside down. Yeah, that's a really nasty one. There's another one behind. Has gone for a big flip. Nicely done. Probably a solid 7 out of 10. I mean, for a full 10 out of 10, you've got to go for the big flip and land it and drive away. I probably only scored about a 6 out of 10. Wasn't the most spectacular. Just probably not even a 6 out of 10. Maybe a 4 out of 10, really. We were kind of committed, so we were going to have to take the bounce pad. Oh, bugger. These sudden drops are so vicious. Yeah, we were committed. We ended up on our side, just skidded along, and then got stuck. We didn't land on the wheels. We didn't have to reset. Probably would have been quicker. So my front wheel is currently phasing through the bodywork. And this circuit for BeamNG, now that would be something. Can anything survive one drop? The monster truck maybe until it runs out of fuel after about 3 minutes, because that's a suspension killer. I mean, there is no suspension really left on this vehicle. 8 seconds down. I don't want to race in no man's land. It's not as much fun. Okay, let's cross over from where we were earlier. There's a random car further back. With 45 seconds down on the lead. I see a lot of tyre smoke. Somebody's probably having a crash up ahead. That's, I guess, fills me with a little bit of confidence. Possibly. There we go. Yes, there are some cars battling and having trouble climbing up a small hill. That is the sort of sight that I need to see. It's minor bit of wheel spin. There. What the? Massive bank section? I don't think there's any advantage of running up on the banking there particularly, but I guess, you know, there is a massive bank section there that you can use. Sure. Okay. Here we go. We are almost back up to a fight. Can we aerial attack anything? Because we've got a massive... I actually got a massive run. We have got a big run, but we're too far back. Nope. Bugger. Right, let's go back up. We'll go high on the banking. We'll try and maybe sweep down on some cars. I don't really know if I'm going to be able to find much speed. No. We're probably better off just staying on the bottom. We'll let them... You don't want to brush the grass on the inside, really, but they all seem to have wanted to go down that way. Do we have... Oh, more horrible speed bumps to try and fit the cars through. There we go, thankfully. There, not too bad. Oh, locked everything up. That's easy enough to do on this game. We'll just sweep around the outside. Haha! Safely does it, oddly. Oh, crap, they crashed me off it before. Somewhere there at the start-finish... Oh, that was the start-finish line, just there. Fair enough. And jump attack. No, I will. At one point we will get... Well, maybe not today. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. We will get that perfect jump attack. I mean, I've made up about 10 seconds on the leader, having had a clean run. Probably won't. We might get close if we get everything right, but that's a tall order for me. And when we're battling against AI cars, is someone going to have a big... No, they're too far back to have a big torpedo. They probably would, given half a chance. I know what the AI are like, can be like. Now, Felix, will you be kind? Can I race you cleanly, or do I need to spin you? This is the question. Do we... What sort of AI are you? Don't push me towards the wall. Don't push me towards the bridge. I do not want to go into the bridge. I will spin you if I have to, or we will just aerial attack your car. Here we go. Aerial attack. Oh, good save-ish. Actually did fairly well. I think we've cost ourselves more time than anything there. Probably wasn't a good idea to do that, have that little fight, because now Chrome or whatever is caught up with you. You can deal with them. I'm running away now. Oh, bugger. Maybe you want the second gear to try and get going again from that. Everyone's surviving. I am surprised, as I said about the AI, they kind of survive these really extreme sections. I say with ease, but not with as much silliness as I have seen on other circuits. They kind of just, well, yeah, we're going to have this whole, like, they deal with it about as well as I do. Sometimes you just get unlucky and the car decides, you know what, we're going to bounce awkwardly and throw you across a speed bump. And when that happens, you're a little bit stuffed. Let's see if we're going to have any big rolls down here. It's good fun to watch the AI have a massive crash on this section, if they do. Looks like everyone... Oh, no, one had a massive crash up ahead. Looks like everyone else has got through here fairly easily. I mean, you want to straight line it as much as... Whoopsie. That's not what I wanted to do. Gears somewhere in there. I meant to look behind. Went into a free camera and then going back again. It didn't want to be in a gear. Bugger. I wanted to see if there was going to be any big shenanigans further back. Well, no, the AI behind me didn't sort of have a massive spin out halfway around the corner. Here we go. We've got a good run here. Oh, it's so close and yet so far for the epic car hatching action. It's just not quite going to happen. We're going to have a muscle car on the inside I don't really want. We'll go 3 wide. Should we mug the little car? I mean, they're not going to want... You don't fight with these sort of vehicles. Where, oh, no, he had a fight and he lost the fight. Good work, Felix. We will work together. I did ponder about killing you. However, it seems like it was worthwhile not going for full-on murder. There is someone slowly rolling down the hill. Oh, somebody had a crash further back. Oh, and Felix is going to... Oh. Sir Duck had a bad time. Had a very bad time indeed. Oh, and I think Felix might have spun going up the hill. Oh. Well, it was good for a few... While it lasted, I was enjoying the muscle car... Well, I say muscle car, kind of classic big American barge teamwork. Ow. That's a clonk on the floor. Oh, and they were briefly close behind us, and there's been a lot more falling over going on back there. Like some of these jumps you just want to set up with a camera. Like some of these jumps you just want to sit there and watch on the first lap and see the carnage unfold. Especially if you're sort of starting further up the pack, you get a lot of mayhem, I would presume. We've never really managed to stay within in these races. We've not managed to stay. We're not really managed to stay pointing in the right direction on the start of the race. Somebody has always managed to find a way to turn us around. That's the AI for you. Again, I'm at the same point where I was kind of last lap going around here. And I guess the only real downsides to these tracks are you can end up very, very spread out. Well, I'd say you can have actually pretty decent races. Look at my gap to the leader. We've probably been setting fairly similar lap times and so on. Maybe a little faster for them. I think I'm in an unmodified C-class, which, you know, if I fixed it, I could probably go a bit faster and so on. Yeah, you can have some fairly close races with some of the faster AI, but if you do get stuck further down, because of the nature of the circuit, because of the, you know, I say randomness, not quite, but because your cars get bounced around, you get thrown about, someone's going to have a really big roll, someone will hit the speed bumps and so on and so forth, you do tend to end up quite spread out, and might not have as exciting a race as some. The difficulty with the chaos races is for this to be as entertaining as possible, you want as many cars in a very, very small area as possible. When you have a 10-kilometre long circuit or something, having cars close together isn't so easy. Unfortunately, I think that is the finish line coming up there, which we will be too far back to do anything on the car ahead. I can carry a lot of speed through there. No! Oh, and there we go. 6th place. I did not get fastest lap in the slightest. Okay, so yeah, I got slightly modified cars. We were catching the mud digger at the end. It's a fun little mod. It's a fun little mod, especially, of course, if you have, you know, if you played this game growing up, if you remember this game. As I said, personally, I never did. I'd never heard of it before up until this. I guess going to the free camera, possibly for wandering around here. Oh, let's get rid of the player names. Sure. Yeah, personally, I never did. However, the style is fun. It's interesting driving around with modern cars on this sort of thing. And some of the crashes you get are spectacular. AI are more competent than you would probably expect on what is a very, very mad sort of circuit. They can actually put up a seriously decent fight at times. I don't mean just the general good Wreckfest chaos, but extra special chaos. Look at that twat over there. You. I hope you got crashed. I hope you got crashed into. And there are going to be more tracks along the way, so if you have enjoyed this, you want to play more of these, I believe there are more tracks coming from Stunts as part of this mod. So yeah, give it a go, mess around with some silly nostalgia tracks basically, and there are going to be plenty of big crashes to be had. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.